Halewood Wines Spirits has been present in travel retail for about the last 18 months, since I joined in the middle of 2015. At that time we were really very limited in terms of exposure. We had some cruise business and a limited piece of ferry business. Since that time we've taken a step back, understood what brands, what product offerings, what categories are important to us and how they fit with the company development. And in that time we've progressed and have had some good success now in the European markets, and since the new listings for 2017 have been produced, we've accelerated, particularly with our gins in that particular category. Elsewhere in the duty-free world, we've established a footprint in Canada and the Americas, and now Asia Pacific is the next on the horizon in terms of unlocking the global duty-free market. The last year is a slow start. I have to say it was a slow start. Given the dynamics of the market, the consolidation of the retail airport business, the low-hanging fruit available to a small entrant into the business was limited. But I guess through a combination of relationships and sheer nagging and hard work, we've managed to get our business underway. And people have seen the value of doing something a little bit different, bringing in brands that have regionality, a sense of place, and we've made that come alive even in locations like Liverpool Airport with a new brand called Liverpool Gin. Our range of brands focus mainly on white spirits at the premium end with gins and vodkas. The brand that's most in our focus is Whitley Neal Gin, has now registering on the roster of gins that are moving in the overall category. We launched with Heinemann this year, and that's added a real best benefit to our business, and we're now about to go live on the Baltic ferries with Tallink Cilia, and we have distribution now in the UK and across a number of other UK operators. So Whitley Neal forms the focus of that and the centre of my dartboard of activity. To the sides of that really are a niche premium super gins such as Marylebone Gin, City of London Gin and Liverpool Gin, which all have unique attributes which we believe can give airport retailers an opportunity for activity, for executions, and really driving consumer interest in those locations. So that's what we'll be trying to do. Alongside of that, we have an Irish whiskey called the Pogues, which is a unique rebellious product affiliated to the band of the same name, and we've had some success with that. All of those items are either unique products in terms of their make or their size in terms of litres for travel retail, and we make sure that the travelling consumer always guarantees a discount or a benefit versus what they might find if those products were available in the domestic high street. Our plan has always been to address our core brands available to us, which has been white spirits, and with the development of the gin business and the boom that's going on, the renaissance of the gin category at the moment, the heart of our strategy has been Europe. And if we follow the big domestic markets, one of the challenges has been to get the travel retail operators to see and mimic what's been happening in both the pub trade and the retail trade in the high street, where you will now go into a supermarket and find 20 to 30 premium gins. That doesn't necessarily show up as yet in the travel retail trade, so strategy key one is to work with operators to make that happen, and in so doing bring them brands that are unique, a little bit different to what they might find in the mainstream. 2017 will continue to be a year of development for Halewood Wines and Spirits. We clearly have a long-term plan to work in the channel. We want to bring our brands and our activation and invest in the channel and the actions of the authorities around the channel. We think it's important. Clearly it's a shop window for our products to support the development in the domestic market, and investment will follow suit to make sure that happens in the same way. But for us it's really continuing to drive distribution, knock down the walls of operators who've thus far been a challenge, but they're yielding and they're understanding that we can bring something different and a little bit unique to the channel.